Hey, my name is April and I'm the Peaceful Wife. Today I want to talk about the difference between being controlling with our men and being helpful. I used to be controlling for a long time in our marriage, and I thought I was being helpful, but I didn't understand the difference. And there is a big difference from a man's perspective. So some things that would be controlling would be things like taking over. If he's working on something and if I take over and do it myself, especially without him asking for help or without him asking to do it for me, that could be seen by him as being smothering or controlling, or like I don't think he can handle it on his own. What would be helpful from a guy's point of view in most cases would be to let him handle something himself. Nina Rosner is the author of The Respect Dare, and her 16-year-old son said something last year that I thought was insightful. He said, men respect each other by not jumping in to help unless a man asks for help, because it would be disrespectful. It would be, if you jump in when a man is working on something, it means you don't think he can handle it. Women think in a very different way, and we think it's loving to jump in and help without being asked, and we think it's unloving to not help, and we shouldn't have to ask. So these differences in ways of thinking get us in trouble. And so it's important to understand what speaks respect and help to our man that makes him feel like he's being helped. Telling him what to do, giving him directives like you better, you need to, you should, those kinds of things come across as controlling and bossy. Instead, we can let him have some time and space to figure things out. If he asks us for suggestions, we can give suggestions. If we see something that is clearly an issue that he didn't notice or something, we may be able to humbly, respectfully bring that up if he is interested in that. Being controlling would be that I would demand that he do whatever it is my way. Being helpful would be that I would support him and encourage him in doing something the way he thinks it would be best. Being controlling would be me having a real critical spirit and being judgmental, being very negative about things. Being helpful would be to encourage him, to point out the good things he's doing, to affirm him as a man that I believe you can do this, I trust you, I know you can do it, you got this. If we interrogate, that feels very controlling. Why didn't you do it this way? Why would you do this? Why are you taking so long? You should have done this first. Why aren't you doing it like I want you to? Like a lot of questions as if he's incompetent is a turnoff. Now, something that would be helpful, if he needs to talk through things to figure out a solution and he wants a sounding board, you can listen. And then if he's asking you for suggestions, you can give them. And if he asks you to do something to help him, try to be willing to do what he's asking. That will feel helpful to him. And for some men, just sitting in the same room with them while they're working on a project makes them feel supported. If they're working on something outside and it's hot, you could certainly be helpful by bringing him a cold drink, or by bringing him a snack sometimes, or by just coming out to check on things and smile at him, ask him how it's going, does he need any help? Those kinds of things would probably be helpful to a lot of guys. So thank you so much for watching, and you can also find me at my blog, www.peacefulwife.com.